Good afternoon, my students and other learners. I am Madam Patricia, taking you through computer hardware. A computer hardware is one of the divisions of a computer, whereby we can say computer is divided into two. We have computer hardware and computer software. So we are going to start with the computer hardware. The hardware part of the computer is that part which is touchable. You are able to see it and you can touch and feel it. Examples of these devices, we have mouse, keyboard, screen. You are able to see them, you can be able to touch them. So this hardware, it also have some divisions, and you can see on this diagram it has two divisions. We have peripheral devices and central processing unit. Central processing unit, we have three divisions also, three parts: control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, main memory. And peripheral, we have three parts. We have input devices, we have output devices, and we have storage devices. So we are going to begin with peripheral devices, and we begin with input devices under that part. In input devices, these are the devices that are used to enter data into the computer for processing. Examples, we have light pen, joystick, trackball, scanners, graphic tablets, microphone, and magnetic ink card reader. Now, the main ones that we can talk about is the keyboard and the mouse. And the keyboard, it looks like a typewriter. It has some numbers, letters on it. And we have so many types of those numbers. We have those ones that are called functional keys that are used to perform a specific function. We have typewriter keys, which have numerical letters and also alphabetic. We also have special keys that are used to perform a specific task. For example, we have Alt, Shift, Enter. Those are special keys. We also have calculator keys. Those ones, you normally use them when you are making some calculation or doing some calculations. And when you want to use those type of keys, you have to make sure the numlock key is on. Then lastly, under the keys, we have the arrow keys. They have some arrows indicated on them, showing the direction the cursor will move when you press them. So that is under the keyboard. And then we have a mouse. The mouse, it's a pointing device that enables the user to select instructions, icons, buttons on the screen for the tasks to be processed. Then, apart from input, we have output devices, and these are the ones that are used to display the output after processing. We have examples. We have monitor, we have speakers. When you speak, you can be listened, people can hear you. We have plotters, we have printers. So, like the screen, you can say it's a television-like monitor or screen that is used to display the output. Like, for example, when you type anything on the keyboard, it shows on the monitor or the screen. The printers, they normally create a permanent copy of a paper output. Then plotters are used for printing the big diagrams, the big maps, Like for example, those who are dealing with architecture and design, they normally use plotters to print their design for houses, design for buildings, and so on. Then storage devices. These are the devices that are used to store data and programs in the computer. We have examples. We have the hard disk itself, which is inside the system unit. We have floppy disks. We have magnetic tape. We also have cassette tapes. We also have optical disks. We also have flash disks. And also nowadays you can use memory cards on your phone to store data. So those are under peripheral devices. Then now we can look at the central processing unit, and we are beginning with the definition of the CPU. And this is the computer's brain that monitors all the computer operations. It is the one that does all the processes. So you can also call it a processor. So under it consists of arithmetic logic unit, control unit, and main memory. So we are beginning with arithmetic logic unit. So this is the part that does arithmetic operations such as additions, subtractions, division, multiplication, etc. Then also it performs logical operations and comparisons. These are things like, is it true or false? Or you compare A or B. You compare using false and if statements. You can compare using a not. Not is a logical operation, and is also a logical operations. Then we have a control unit. This is the unit that manages the computer. The main work is to control. It has to supervise and coordinate all the activities of various units of the computer to enable the performance of all the useful tasks. Main memory. You can say it's a primary storage, internal memory. You can also call it intermediate access storage. This is the storage that is found inside the computer itself, and it is used to hold data, programs, and instructions required for immediate performance of tasks. Under the main memory, we have two types. We have ROM and RAM. The ROM, this provides a permanent storage of data. Its content in the ROM cannot be changed at will, and it is used to store vital data which does not need to be changed immediately. We have some types of ROM: masked ROM, PROM, which stands for programmable read-only memory, EPROM, which stands for erasable programmable read-only memory. Programmable ROM is the one that you can program it again and again. EPROM, you can erase the programmable, whatever you have programmed, and then you program it again. RAM. This is a type of main memory which is used to store data and the programs temporarily. You can also say is volatile, which means when the power goes off, its content gets lost. In this we have two types: static and dynamic. And with that, we can look at the selection of hardware, and these are the factors you can consider when you want to buy any hardware device, which include processor speed. Like for example, if you are buying a computer, you have to check on the speed of the processor. You also have to check on the memory capacity of that computer you are buying. If it's something else like mouse, keyboard, screen, you also look at warranty. If it is computer itself you are buying, you can look at the warranty. Also the costs of the hardware or the computer system that you are buying. Then also upgradability of the computer that you are buying. Is it a computer that you can upgrade? Like if it's memory, can you upgrade that memory? Then portability. You check on portability as in if the computer you are able to carry it from one place to another, or you wanted a computer to be put on the desk, you can buy a big one. But if it was to be carried from one place to another, you buy a smaller type of a computer. User needs. You have to check on the requirements needed for the application of the computer that you are buying. Then popularity of the manufacturer. You have to check on the market. How many people have used that type that you want to buy? Then also you check on the availability of spare parts. So that is all about the computer hardware. The other part is on computer software. This you can define it as a set of programs or data used in a computer system that enable it to perform a number of specific functions. You have some division of this computer software. It's divided into three. We have system software, we have application software, and programming languages. In system software, we have two types. Under that, we have operating system and we have the system utilities. The application software, we have application packages and user programs. Programming languages, we have machine code language, low level, high level, and fourth generation languages. So we are beginning with the system software. It is a set of programs that are installed in a computer for a purpose of developing other programs. We have examples, utilities. These ones are used by end users to perform functions such as sorting data, merging data, debugging, editing, formatting, etc. Then operating system is also under system software. This is a set of programs designed to ensure smooth running of the computer. And for now, I'll not say much about operating system because I have also formed another topic under operating system. You can check on the videos. Then application software. These are used to solve specific problems of the end user in a particular area. Like for example, we have word processors, are the ones that are used to make documents. You can use MS Word, you can use Word Perfect, etc. Then spreadsheets. These ones are mainly used for calculations and analysis of data. In these, you can use packages like MS Excel. You can use Lotus 123. Database. This is used to create databases. Examples of these packages to use or applications, we have MS Access. Graphic packages. These are used to design graphics and pictures. Then also we have desktop publishers. These are used for designs of things like cards. We have wishing cards, wedding cards, invitational cards, birth cards, and etc. Now we have some factors to consider when you are buying software. One, you have to check on the costs of that software. You have to check on whether it is more expensive, whether it is less expensive, and so on. Compatibility. This is when you want to know whether it's fitting within the computer system or resources that you have at hand. Then also you have to check whether there is maintenance support from the suppliers. Like for example, after he sells to you, whether there is follow-up and see whether it is not functioning, whether there is anything like repair or maintenance. Documentation. This is accompanies the software, which is used to explain to the user how to install and maintain the software. Portability of the package. You have to check whether it can be used by different families of computers. User friendliness. You have to check on whether it is easy to learn and use. Then also check on the popularity in the market, how popular it is in the market. Thank you for being my student today.